What's going on, y'all? So listen, listen, I'm liking this. I am really liking this because you know it's so much better than last season's. Look. American Horror Story. Once again, I apologize for it being later, but American Horror Story season 7, episode 3, Neighbors from Hell, Cult. Okay, because listen. Oh, this bitch on my shit. Anyway, I'm sorry. It starts off, okay, let me just say this. You can't trust nobody. That's basically what I'm learning out here. Don't trust. We figured that out partly in episode 1, a little bit in episode 2, and in episode 3, what we looking at now. I don't trust nobody. Nobody. Everybody is guilty of doing this shit. That's all that I'm gonna say because, bitch, listen. Y'all already said y'all think Ivy sent old boy over there on purpose, knowing damn well how crazy that bitch was, and knew something like this was gonna happen, tried to set his ass up. Now, granted, Abby didn't know about the gun that Allie had, but I'm thinking that either way, she knew something was gonna happen. Okay, because the way that she reacted, we'll get there. We'll get there. The episode starts off with this couple that's in therapy. The lady, she has this phobia of being, I guess, locked up in tight spaces like a coffin or whatever, and it's all stemming from the fact that her grandfather used to lock her up in a cupboard. When she was a younger kid. And she was just basically saying how, she'll go to sleep and she'll have dreams that her husband is about to make love to her, and then they about to get it in, and they see, everything's go black when he comes into the picture, and then she wakes up and she's in this tight space like a coffin, and she can't get out, and she's clawing and clawing and clawing. And then this time when she had the dream, what instead of it going to a coffin, it just went to them making love. So she's getting over her phobia. Now the doctor, he's all like, you doing good and you recovered, and I remember how you used to be when you first came in, and he's being all good and everything, and giving him all type of props and stuff like that. Oh, hey, you're cured, basically. So they go home. They finna celebrate. She gets some wine glasses. The husband said, hold on a minute. Now, the whole time I'm looking like maybe the husband is fucked up. But no, we hear a thump upstairs. She like, baby, what's going on? She go looking for him. She opens up this room that's in their dining room or whatever. Bitch, why is it two coffins there? Okay. Clowns come out and attack her and bring down her husband, put them both in the coffin, and power sealed that shit shut. Okay. Now the whole time, and then they put the little smiley face thing with the blood coming out the nose, whatever, on the wall. The little signature shit. It's very much. Oh, I don't know if somebody said this in the comments, but if you did in the first episode, first review, y'all fucking right, because I'm thinking about it now. I don't know if y'all said this, but Helter Skelter, the Charlie Manson shit, bitch, Kai is ahead of all this whole thing. Kai is the ringleader, and I don't think Kai is not getting his hands dirty, okay, at all. Kai is the face. He is the person that's going to tell you what to do and all that shit. And his minions are the one going out there and doing all this stuff. You can't tell me no fucking different, bitch. Just like fucking Charlie Manson. And you want to know what's coming on tonight? The Strangers was on tonight, and I think it's coming on tomorrow too. All right, it's giving me all type of teas. It's giving me all these old horror movie type teas. Okay, I'm sitting here like, what y'all trying to tell us? Mixed in with our reality of what's going on in media and stuff today. Man, it is a lot. And um, when that happened, I'm sitting here. This is why I'm saying I can't trust anybody. And now I'm really looking at the therapist kind of sideways, because who else knew that she had a fear? This patient had a fear of being in tight spaces like a coffin specifically. Who knew that besides the therapist and her husband? And then all of a sudden when she comes home, just from talking to the therapist, there's two coffins there. Bitch. Bitch. He in on it. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. The therapist, Cheyenne, you in on this shit, bitch. Okay, that's his real name. But you in on this, all right? It's in my heart. It's in my heart. Then we get to Allie, and we see her standing out, well, looking out the gate and basically looking at them take away Pedro. And once again, didn't I say they was gonna flip this shit to make it seem like he did the thing, whatever, and make her look like the victim? Baby, she said, is everything gonna be all right? Am I gonna be charged or whatever? The cop came up in there. The detective was like, no, you good. Cause up in Michigan, we got the stand your ground law. I said, see, and she was like, he gonna say, you saw a dark figure coming up and you didn't know, and so you shot in self-defense, okay? Now, when she opened up the door, it was not dark like that. Yes, the lights went out, but you saw who it was, okay? That's not the reason why she shot him. She shot him because she's paranoid as fuck, and it was an accident. But for them to use this damn excuse as if she was using self defense and all this stuff, I mean, in her mind, somebody probably was after her. She's delusional as fuck. So now you're gonna make it seem as if this white girl is the victim. This Mexican man, Hispanic man, Latino, he coming up there to do her harm when all he was doing was to drop some stuff off that her wife told him to drop off. Mind you, when they said all this, the way Ivy was agreeing so easily and calmly with the cop, like, you did nothing wrong. It's okay. You're not a killer. You did what you had to do. And it was such a stark difference from the way that she was acting last week when the same cop was trying to pin and use Pedro as a goddamn suspect in the murder of Roger, the chef, okay, the head chef. She was defending Pedro and all this stuff. He would never do this, and I know how he is. He is like, he's been with us forever. And then when she was talking to Pedro, she was saying, you're like family. Anybody here is like family and all this stuff, and you're all good and all that. I know you're not a killer. But then when you get to this part, it's like, girl, he did that shit. You ain't got nothing to worry about. He had what had coming to you. It was self-defense and all this shit. Never not once did we hear her admit to the fact that she sent him over here. Maybe they had already alluded to that, but they didn't explicitly say that on this episode that she sent him over there. And I'm sitting here like, so y'all really gonna do this? Y'all really gonna do this? Allie all crying and in her feelings or whatever. I don't trust it. I never trusted the cop and his frosted tips. I never trusted it, okay? And so they had the news reports out there. The black lady, I fucking love her and her reporting and stuff, talking about the neighborhood and how this stuff happened. And next thing you know, they doing protesting against her. They trying to go to the restaurant, and they basically calling her the lesbian George Zimmerman. I'm sorry. I should laugh. But bitch, I'm laughing because that's what they doing. They are literally putting everything that's been happening in the political arena and in reality all up in this shit. The lesbian George Zimmerman. They in there talking about it in the car and trying to reassure her. I'm like, Ivy, girl, you too suspected for me, okay? And then here come Kai. Kai kept popping up throughout the whole episode with Allie, trying to reassure her, saying, you was just trying to protect yourself. You see what I was talking about and all this shit. Don't tell me that Allie is going to fall victim to him and, come under his spell, okay? Because that's what it felt like. They couldn't get into the restaurant because they was protesting her, calling her racist and all this stuff. She goes back to the house. Ivy goes back into the restaurant in the back so, she can avoid the crowd or whatever. Baby, the episode is called Neighbors from Hell. Now, who exactly are the neighbors from hell? Because what they trying to paint it like is that Ivy and Allie is the neighbors from hell, and then Ivy and Allie trying to paint, or I should say Allie, she trying to paint that the next door neighbors are the neighbors from hell. Bitch, when they came over there to that door, in them fucking sombreros, I said, you got to be fucking kidding me. What is going the fuck on? Okay? He threw me for a fucking loop when he let come out his mouth and say, so you up here using my gun? I told you, I thought you was going to use that gun for protection. You up here using your white privilege to shoot Latinos? Is that what we're doing? That what we're doing here? Oh my God. He said, so what, you got a problem with Latin folks, okay? You got a problem with Taco Bell? When he threw them Taco Bell coupons in there, bitch, I lost it, okay? I said, you gotta be kidding me. And when he said, bitch, I took 23andMe, which is a DNA testing similar to like Ancestry.com, and he said it came back that I'm 10% Mexican. I fell out. I said, you. That's Selena Gomez, Demi Lovato that came out and said she was 5% or 2% African American or some shit like that. Bitch, that's all I was thinking about. The shit made me holler. I said, are you serious? He was dead ass serious. He said, give me my gun. I said, you know what? That's what we be saying, okay? It's not a lie, but to see this white person telling another white person this and being just as mad, and then, calling her a murderer, you're a racist, and all this shit, it had me hollering. So, of course, they gonna rule the whole thing an act of self-defense, and, they looking at themselves on TV and the news and all the protesters, and, you know, um, then while looking at the news, they noticed that they was talking about the couple at the beginning of the episode who got killed, and also they left that smiley face thing out there, and they trying to figure out whether or not the murders are connected with the chains, because that detective was out there with the frosted tips, okay, Blondie, platinum blonde boy, he was out there, and they was trying to say, the reporter brought up, and she was like, so they had this smiley face out there on their wall, and the same thing was found at the Chains residence. So is it possible that this may be a serial murderer and the Chains didn't do a murder suicide thing? It was like, we can't answer that right now and all that shit. Mama was putting the shit together, okay? Y'all ain't telling us the truth. And I said, yeah, there you go. Call their asses out. So, the next morning, um, Allie wakes up. Before that, they see this truck that was outside, okay, and it was coming by spraying this chemical, and it just looked like some green shit, and that was it. It was like a black truck. They was wondering what the fuck it was because they never seen it before. In the morning, Ivy comes downstairs looking for Allie. It's too quiet in the house. The coffee is already out, and she finally sees her standing on the front lawn, just standing there looking like this. I said, "Bitch, are you under a spell? Wake up, ho, wake up!" But she goes outside trying to see what's going on, and it's a whole bunch of dead birds out there. Bitch, all sprinkled on the lawn. I'm sitting here like, what the fuck, okay? And basically, I guess that's what that truck was out there doing, spraying shit. They trying to figure out what's going on, calling the Department of Sanitation and their people or whatever to see who it is. And next thing you know, here comes Winter back up in the house. They was like, and see, this is what another reason why Abby is a strong suspect, and I don't trust her. Because yes, Allie has her reasoning. She's delusional as fuck. We get that. But Allie ain't as crazy as we think she is, because I feel like somebody is playing tricks on her, and probably it's the therapist and Ivy doing this shit in conjunction with Kai and all that. Winter came up in that bitch and she was like, so why are you here? She left me when I needed her. She left me and all this stuff. And it was like, well, I was scared. I didn't know, maybe I should have stayed and all this stuff. Abby was like, don't worry about it. You ain't fired. You still here. She was calm as hell about it. Like, she wasn't mad that Winter left. She wasn't nothing. And I'm sitting here like, damn, bitch, you ain't gonna protect your girl? I guess Abby is fed the fuck up. Ivy said, but then what we find out is that Winter was like, some dude come in the house with you. She said, he was out there answering an ad that you placed. They said an ad. I was like, yeah. Bitch, this motherfucker, stranger dude, is out in their living room with his clothes off, stroking his dick, talking about some this way you want me or whatever. Come to find out, somebody put an ad up basically on Craigslist saying, hot lesbian, horny lesbian needs pounding or some shit, male dude, and then when they reading it, gonna say straight bring a straight man, no Latin supply. I said, they said Caucasian white men, no Latin supply. I said, bitch, that's the neighbors next door that's doing this shit. So of course, dude, the guy got mad because he thought they were setting him up. In reality, neither one, both of all of them was being set up. the ad had their address. It said you ain't even got to call, just fucking show up. So, they're upset, and they tried to take the ad down. The ad keeps popping back up. Allie, talking to the therapist about it. And at one point, he was over. He was like, "Look, girl, time's up." She was like, "No, I'm just trying to talk to you, and I'm finna go down here to the protest and all this shit." Because he was like, "If you're trying to talk about them having this ad up and putting it up, you got to get proof." I said, "Bitch, IP addresses and shit like that. That's how you get that shit." But, you know, um, he was trying to tell her not to do that, not to do it, because it's not gonna work. Allie was gonna go ahead to the protest. They were coming at her. She was like, "These are my people. I'm one of you." I said, "Girl, you ain't one of us. I'm one of you. What are you doing? I'm one of you." And they was banging on her car and all this stuff. She screaming and shit. Next thing you know, who pops up in the crowd? And then the crowd dissipates. Kai. And he was like, "See, I told you I would have your back." I said, "What in the world is going on? This is he trying to call? Bitch, it's making fucking sense. Now that I said the Charles Manson thing, that was a cult right there in itself. Jesus Christ. And I don't know, if I swear, if y'all have never heard of Charles Manson and what happened and how he was the ringleader and the helter skelter and trying to start this race war, because he did have his people go out and kill them rich people. The actress Sharon Tate, she was pregnant as hell, killed her and her baby. Some other people, and tried to say death to the pigs and all this stuff, writing shit on the wall, helter skelter, and in their bloods. And then, he was just trying to blame it on the black people so that they could start a race war against the police and the blacks. Like, girl, it's a lot. Go look that shit up. That's one of those codes. Bitch, if they up here drinking some goddamn Kool-Aid, then we gonna have Jim Jones up in this motherfucker too. Okay? And you look him up, not the rapper. Jim Jones, the preacher, okay? Killed all them people. I said they dumb. I ain't the way people can be so easily manipulated. But anyway, um, Kai was there. But anyway, I'm sorry. I was trying to think where I was at. Yeah, she met up with Kai. Kai was doing all his stuff. She looking like, "Why the fuck you here?" But it almost looked like Allie is finna fall for his shit. Allie and Ivy get home. Winter is there with Oz. He has this little guinea pig. And she telling Oz, "Baby, you can't have a guinea pig, okay? You already know we can't have no kids, no pets and stuff. And the guinea pig gotta go bye bye." He said, "Bitch, I wish you go by." I said, "Wait a minute. Wait a minute." Somebody said, I'm pretty sure Ivy is the birth mom. But she was doing the most. I said that little boy would have got popped. Them glasses would have got flung across the fucking goddamn house, okay? That living room. You don't talk back to me like that. And then she called the neighbors, okay? Because she was pissed off because they the one that gave it to him. Was like, "I told you don't fuck with us." He was like, "Just because I don't like y'all don't mean that I don't like your kid or whatever." And the the cop was sitting in the house and they smiling at each other. I said, "So you fucking him? Is that your new boy toy?" Megan get on the phone calling her racist and all that stuff, and then hang up. Allie goes outside because she sees the truck trying to stop that truck again, and they just went on past her. She bleeding from the nose. Then we see Megan, the neighbor, talking to Kat, doing the little pinky sweat thing, and he was like, "Be honest, just tell me the truth or whatever." She was like, "Okay, okay," and this part got me too. I ain't gonna lie. She was like, "You want me to be real? Can I be honest with you?" He said, "Yeah, what are you afraid of?" She gonna say, "I'm afraid that Sonya from Real Housewives of New York has a drinking problem." Bitch, I must have died. I said, "Are you fucking serious?" Cat slapped the dog shit out of her and said, "Don't be wasting my goddamn time." She was like, "I'm sorry, I'm just using my humor when I'm nervous and all this stuff." And so, he was like, "Now let's do this shit again. You're afraid that you're 40 and you're childless and you're with somebody that you'll never be loved, and you'll never be penetrated by a man again in your life." And I was like, "Well, damn." She was like, yes to all of that. Then we see another one when he's doing the same thing with the dude, and was saying basically, how he want her to die. At first he said no. He was like, I love her. But he was like, you mad and afraid that you would never be yourself or some shit like that because you had to marry a fag hag and all this shit. And it was like, I mean, okay, yeah, you telling the truth. Okay, fine. But back to Megan one, he was like, your husband hates you. Okay, you're married to somebody who hates you. The person that I'm in love with, he probably hates me, and they talk about me, and he's connecting with this other guy. And she was like, I can understand that, cause bitch, you're annoying and irritating as fuck. I said, God damn. Well, we trying to be honest. So he said, I'm gonna be honest, all right. But I was just like, what's all that about? I told y'all they working in conjunction. Told y'all. So Allie and Ivy and Oz, they had this little, get together, little family moment, eating ice cream and stuff, gelato at the restaurant. Fine. They get back to the house and um there's a smiley face on their door. Okay? And so they come in and they hear this beep, 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 beeping sound, and it's the microwave that's going on. Baby, somebody put that guinea pig in the microwave and that bitch blew the fuck up. I said, why they had to do that? Why they urban legend the goddamn guinea pig? God damn. So of course Allie is in her feelings and she thinking that the neighbors did it. She go over there to them and she cursed him out, talking about saying, you coming up in my house and you doing this, and she punched him in the nose and um accused him of putting the number on Craigslist and all this shit, and then putting that smiley face on that thing. And once they said the smiley face, they was like, "Wait a minute, bitch. That means you've been marked by the killer. Okay, that was not us." Shit, I don't know what you're talking about. Of course, Allie ain't here for it, but I found a smiley face on the side of their house, and she was like, "Bitch." They probably put that shit up there themselves to make themselves seem like a victim too, or whatever. Um, so when all this happened, Ivy is basically over it. She is becoming tired of her. And she's had it up to here, and you can just see that she's bubbling with the frustration. And all it's going to take is one little thing to just set her off and push her to the edge. Okay? So they called a detective trying to get them to talk and all this stuff. And at first, the detective was like, "Is your wife under any type of psychosis or whatever?" She was like, "Bitch, how the fuck you gonna talk about me like that when I'm here? Okay, you asked me the goddamn question, bitch, and no, I'm not. All right, I know what the fuck I saw." And then they had to go and call in about the smiley face and find out that that's authentic, and they gonna have to put surveillance out there on them because they could be next. That's a mark. And the whole time when they said surveillance, I'm like, the surveillance team or whatever probably gonna be Kai team, and they probably gonna be already looking up in there, um, looking into them and watching them or whatever to see. I don't know why they the target, but they a target, and I need to see how come why. All right, because they ain't killed them off yet, but they keep fucking with them. Okay, that's why I'm feeling like everybody is in on this stuff trying to get at Allie for some reason. Bitch, all of a sudden I scream out because he done locked off the fucked up the laptop. He found out that the child protection lock or whatever to get the regular internet stuff, um that's the adult shit, that's not blocked off from the kids or whatever. He saw that Abby's fucking password was clowns with a Z. Allie looking at her like, bitch, the fuck? And I'm sitting here looking like, see, Ivy, you know, you a suspect. You moving up and up and up on that goddamn list, bitch. Okay. Next thing you know, he was like, I can't shut it off because it's a virus. It was like, let me see. No, I don't want you to see. It was like, let me see. Open it up, and it's on that death page or whatever that they was looking at. Winter and him was looking at earlier, and I think episode 1, and it's the video of Allie in the tub when Winter was there fingering her. I said, bitch, on the internet? Winter did that shit, and this pissed off Abby went the fuck off, bitch. You ain't the bitch that I thought you was. I'm fucking tired of taking up for your ass. You getting on my goddamn nerves. It was one thing for your bitch ass to vote for Jill Stein. When she went off about that, girl, I like to fucking holler. She said, She was like, but you up here doing all this shit when you got Winter up here fingering you in the bathtub. And I said, bitch, she ain't know. Winter did some voodoo on her, okay? She ain't know. Them films up in there, that bubble bath shit that she put up in there. She said, you need some bath, you need some wine and bath sauce, bitch. She took her out. That's what happened. She had her under a trance. She ain't know, Ivy. But I get it. Ivy said, Oz, let's get the fuck up out of here. We gotta fucking go. And so when they was about to go, they up there arguing. They hear the neighbor next door, the dude, he's screaming about, I gotta find her. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. I went to sleep and then all of a sudden I rolled over and there's a whole bunch of blood. What's going on? It was wet. And then Ivy and them come outside and he was like, she did it. She did it to Allie. And I was like, oh shit. He was like, where's Meadow? That's her name, Meadow. I called her Megan earlier. Where's Meadow? Where's Meadow? You bitch, you did something to her and all this stuff. And he was about to attack her. They tackled him. But what took me out was when he said, the cop told him to calm down. He said, calm down, calm down. No, you calm up. You get on my level. I said, bitch. He is hilarious. I don't know if I'm supposed to be mad at him and look sideways at him, but that motherfucker is funny. And I can't help but laugh at his ass. And they trying to figure out what's going on, and they see Oz. They was looking for Oz. Oz is in their house, the guy's house. And all you see is him just standing there looking like stuck. And you come in and you see a whole bunch of blood on the walls trailing up the stairs, and then there's a smiley face on that wall. I said, child, they done marked him, or he killed his wife. He killed that girl. He did that shit, okay? I can't stand 50 Cent for putting that line out. He did that shit. But anyway, that was American Horror Story. I like this episode. Y'all tell me how y'all feel, and I'll see you guys later.